Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer with Oculus Rift Reviews, now with Windows Mixed Reality as well. Today we're going to review Beat Saber VR. Yes, finally. Beat Saber, as you guys know, I love VR music rhythm games, and I've often said it's the strongest category in VR. There are so many good VR music rhythm games, it's ridiculous. And Beat Saber was the original one that was well polished right out of the gate, that was just excellent on its first day and set a new standard for VR music rhythm games. It was transcendent, it was a system seller. Lots of people bought VR headsets just for this game. And for that alone, I am very thankful for Beat Saber. And I love playing Beat Saber. It's a fun game. I think it's excellent. But it's never been perfect. I've always had criticisms for Beat Saber. When I first bought it back in 2018, I paid $20. By the way, it's available for all the major headsets. It currently retails for $30, so I saved myself $10 by buying it back then in 2018. But it does, like I said, it does have flaws, especially when it first came out. Now, when it first came out, it only had 10 songs, and that was my big argument against Beat Saber. Now, I didn't tell anybody to not go buy it, obviously. I said, hey, you should buy it. It's excellent. But I said it's not a 10 out of 10. It's not perfect. It's not the best VR game out there. And the reason I said that was because of the limited content. Back then, it only had 10 songs. Well, fast forward to 2020. It's out of early access. It went out of early access 1 year later, and they added a lot more tracks. Currently, it has 46 total songs in the soundtrack, and that's a very good number. That is a lot of music, and a lot of them are originals for Beat Saber. However, that causes problems, because I'll be honest, I don't like all the music for Beat Saber now. There's a lot of songs I don't like. That's bound to happen with so many songs, but I just think the overall quality since that first set of songs was released has gone downhill, not just in the music but also in the quality of the beat maps for the songs. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're saying, but Fast Lawyer, there's mods for Beat Saber. There are so many songs available from the mod community that your argument is invalid. Well, I disagree, and you have to keep in mind, what I'm rating right now is the game that's available, Beat Saber as is, without any mods. There's so many games that have mods, and I don't believe it's really fair to rate a game that the developer didn't have a hand in making. You know, when you rate Counter-Strike, you're not rating the community mod, you're rating the game that Valve created, not what the community created. And I feel the same way about Beat Saber and the Beat Saber mod. If you wanted me to do a review of the mod, then I'll do a review of just the mod, but I don't believe you should make it as part of the review for the proper game. So this is a review for Beat Saber Vanilla as is, and I think it is a valid criticism. And there are other VR music rhythm games that just have much better soundtracks than Beat Saber has. However, that is not the only flaw. My other problem with Beat Saber is the difficulty. So you'll see this, What the Cat, it's actually on hard, and I had a lot more difficulty with this on hard than I did with my next song that you'll see that was at expert level. So there are several songs I did on expert difficulty before I was able to beat this one just on hard difficulty. So definitely the difficulty level is not always right, and this goes again with my criticism that the songs are all over the place, not just in difficulty, but just in quality of the beat maps and quality of the music. Another problem, again, this is a nitpick, but it's a problem that I experienced, is that sometimes it's just difficult to see the actual block itself because they're right next to each other. You know, you just can't really see it. So you're just guessing to what it is. Now, a lot of times I understand it's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down really fast when they're stacked like that you can't see it. But I would say that is a flaw within the game. That shouldn't happen where you just can't see the marker at all. Also, I believe just the directional arrows could be drawn better so that they're more clearly visible. And that is one thing that I needed to get used to when I first started playing Beat Saber. It's just being able to see the directional. Now, after you spend hours in it, you do get used to it, but it's something that as a beginner, it was very difficult for me because the arrow is just not very big as far as which direction you need to be swinging your saber. Now, I know those are nitpicks, but it's very important because, like I said, Beat Saber to me is a great music rhythm game, and it's a great music rhythm game in a very strong category for VR. So you do need to nitpick in order to be able to tell which is the best and which one is not. As far as my score for Beat Saber, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's really excellent. Things that could be improved is just a better soundtrack. Also, I think the visuals, especially in the background, could be improved. There's other music VR rhythm games where the visuals are just a lot better looking than what's on Beat Saber. Overall, though, I think this is an excellent game. It's one of the best. It's definitely in my top 3 of VR music rhythm games, and I highly recommend it. It's very fun. I get a good workout, and it's a must-buy if you have VR.